back. Yeah. Anyway, I decided there's been a big craze on TikTok and then prices on TikTok. I think I could have done better. So I said, let me go check my girl Amazon and see what we can do. I got me some cluster lashes. Yes. I don't know what I'm doing, but we're gonna try. And I think I paid like $6.99 for them. Honestly, I know I'm going to get what I paid for, so I'm not expecting like something magnificent, but I do expect it to be, you know, something I'm able to like use, and I want to see how long they stay up. So it comes with the bond, the seal, which is the bond and seal, and it comes with a remover and these tweezers. I do not like those tweezers, and thankfully I've got my own tweezers, because you know, for some reason these angled tweezers really get the job done. At this point I really thought that I had this. I really thought that the tweezers that I had bought prior to doing this was going to get the job done, because when I'm putting on my false lashes it does, but little did I know that I was completely wrong and I was setting myself up for failure. Couldn't do it with regular tweezers. And I guess I gotta figure out how I want these to look, because baby, I've never done something like this before. I have long lashes, as you can see. If you can't see, I got long lashes. You see that? You see that? Long lashes. So I don't normally use lashes. I actually can just use mascara and feel great. But I decided, let me try to do this. And that's exactly what I'm doing. So stay tuned. It did come with some instructions. Use the flat tweezer to grip the band of the cluster and take it off the tray. Brush the lash blonde on your natural lashes 1 to 2 millimeters away from your lash lid. Stick the clusters under your lashes 1 millimeter away from the eyelid to avoid irritation. Apply the lash seal at the bond point to make your lashes waterproof and long retention. They're pretty straightforward. We've got 10 MMs. We've got 10 to 16. I want you to know that this is the face of someone that knew that they messed up big time. But did I stop? No. And as the video continues, you'll see how irritated I became. But I did not give up. Not one bit. And I've got I have 2 rows of it. So we've got a lot here. I, again, have never used this type of stuff, so this is going to be new. I've got my mirror here, and I am just kind of like, let's see what we can do. So here's the point where I actually started, and I started applying the bond, but I didn't realize how difficult it was going to be, so I ended up just doing a voiceover, because I just was like, okay, I was not flowing as I should have been flowing while doing it. And you can see that I was kind of off camera trying to put this on. I started off on the front of my lashes thinking that I could get it together there, but I was having a lot of issues. So at this point, I'm trying to get the 10 millimeter lash on the front part of my eye. I'm doing this off camera because I'm so hard focused on getting it on that I wasn't paying attention to where my face was in the camera, and it was not easy. I had tried to put that lash on at least 4 or 5 times, and I was struggling. I will not lie to you guys. It was a lot of work. So at this point, I'm really frustrated with doing this because it's just not working the way it should, and it's not going on the way that it should. I'm sitting here questioning myself, why is it not going on like the girls on TikTok? So I start with a clean slate, and I take that remover and start getting all that gunk off my eye, the bond and seal, and try again, because in my mind, I have to get this done. I want to get this done. So I'm gonna try to get these on. I am having a lot of trouble, and I think what it is that I'm not putting the bond where it needs to go. So I'm gonna try putting the bond a little bit lower, a little bit closer to the bottom of my lashes, just because I think that might help. Now, if the girls that are watching this have any tips and tricks, please let me know, because This is not something I've done before, so I'm a little bit like, I'm used to the strip lashes. I'm not used to this type of stuff. So at this point, I am trying to get this to stick because I'm like, okay, I got a clean slate and I'm hoping that it would work. No, guess what? My lashes end up sticking to my lid, and I'm just sitting there like, okay, we're gonna try this again. We're gonna clean up the lashes, get all this stuff off, and we're gonna try this again. And me trying it again in the same spot because I'm just like, okay, maybe I can get it to work. Maybe this will do what I want it to do. And of course, it did not. So you can see I'm getting frustrated even more just trying to get this to work, and it's just like not doing what I wanted to do at all. So now here I am, and I realize that this is just not going to work the way that I want it to work. So I take that remover again and I clean my lashes off. And I realize that I'm going to have to do this a different way for it to work the way I want it to work. And that's exactly what I do. I clean it off. I get as much of the bond and seal off of my lashes that I can see. And I'm trying to make sure that it's really cleaned off. And then I start getting the back prepped because I realize that this is where I need to go. This is the avenue that I need to take to get my lashes in the place that I want it to go. Here I am starting in the back now. I'm using the 14s and going from there, scaling down, because I realized that maybe if I start from the back, it might be a little bit easier for me to get the rest of it aligned the way I want to. And I'm putting some bond on, trying to, get them lined up. It was not as easy as I thought it was going to be. It does take some practice to get this type of skill down. I realize why a lot of people do go to lash school or become lash techs, because a lot of us probably don't have the time or energy to put this in. Well, I do, but you know what I mean. It's not an easy thing to accomplish, and I really got to shout y'all out. So at this point, I actually finally figured out how to get the lashes on. It did take some time. I'm talking about almost 45 minutes time, but we're getting there. We're figuring this out. And I'm really happy with some of the outcome that I'm seeing. And I'm trying to get this done, you know what I mean? But just wait for the best part that's coming. They fell off. So I had to restart because they fell off. I'm not sure exactly why, but we're going to restart. So at this point, I mean business, because there's no way that I just took 45 minutes of my time and not have lashes on my eye. And y'all know how that feeling when you spent so much time on your hair and your hair still doesn't look good, and you're like, hold up, I'm not leaving until my hair looks right. Girls, you know what I'm talking about. That's what I felt at that moment, that I needed to get this done. So I'm starting to zip through because I'm like, okay, I have an idea of what I'm doing. I know what I need to get done. And I realized the combination between the short tweezers and the long lash tweezers was the sweet spot. I figured out that that's what I need to do. Use the short tweezers to get them on, use the long tweezers to clamp them in so that the bond really gets in there. And let me tell you, it definitely changed and worked miracles for me. So we have the first eye finally done, and it was like a horror show, but we got there. And now we are on to the second eye. And my left eye was easier than my right eye. I don't know why, but the left side of my body is easier for me to finish than it is for the right side. And I'm assuming because the right side is my dominant side, I have an easier time taking care of the left side. But I was really going through and just, putting these lashes on. And for some reason, I think it just looks much better on the left side too. And it's just because I struggled so much with my right eye that I kind of had an idea of what I needed to get done with my left eye. And here I am putting on my last 2 extension bands. I was really, really proud of myself at this moment because I was like, okay, we actually got the full set in. We got the lashes on. It was not easy. This was a very tedious thing. And as you can see, I'm sitting here taking the comb at the end of the long lash tweezer and combing them out a little bit just to kind of separate them so they're not all clumped up from the bonding. And I'm just, taking my time getting that done. And here I am putting in the seal, and that's me just going over all the lash extensions that I put in. making sure that everything is coated with the seal, and that's just to help waterproof it and keep it in there for longer. It supposedly helps with length retention. That's what it said on the card. So, and ooh, she a baddie. You couldn't tell me nothing. Don't look at my nose. I was looking cute. And now we're back. Here goes the final look. I have droopy eyes, so that's why it looks kind of droopy. But I was able to get the lashes on, and I used 14s, 13s, 12s, and then 10s at the end. And I'm just gonna give you a little bit of a close-up and be right back. Here's the underside of my eye. Just want to give you guys a little close-up of that too. That's where the extensions went. I'm showing you the top part of my eyes. They're looking really good. I'm actually really proud of myself. I'm looking dreamy too. Look at that face. Look at that face. Ooh-wee. So, you guys saw the close-up. These were not hard lashes to put on, but they were very hard to put on. Once I got the hang of it, I was slipping them on easier. I feel like this eye looks so much better than this side, but again, this eye is a little bit droopy. It's got like a droopy look to it. I mean, I think that both my eyes have droopy looks to it, but that's not even the point. I think the lashes were actually done relatively nice. Please ignore this spot. It'll be gone probably by next week. I don't feel uncomfortable in them. I feel pretty good in them. They're on there secure. I hit them with the seal. I think these were done relatively nice. I think that they look pretty good. I think they complement my eyes because, you know, I got them dreamy eyes. I am probably going to be trying different versions of lashes. I did have some trouble doing this. It was not easy, but the final look I really am pleased with. The lash company that I used was Ocean Pearl Cluster Lashes. This is not a sponsored video. I did purchase these with my own money. I do want to try the B&Q lashes off of the TikTok shop, but for the most part, for the price that I paid, I am very happy with the outcome of my lashes. I am not a lash girly. I'm actually just trying to get into that type of energy and that type of place just to see if I like it or not, and genuinely, I do like this. What I will say is that I do plan on trying more brands. I do want to try them out, but this is beginner friendly. The only thing is online, the bond and seal, a lot of people are having trouble with, which I did have trouble with the bond and seal, and I realized the issue with the bond and seal wasn't really that it was bad. It's just I wasn't giving it enough time to kind of get a touch of the air. And if you put on lash strips, you know you have to let the glue dry just a little bit. I believe it's the same process with the bond and seal. So it's just really for you to try. If anything, I will link the Amazon link below for you to go try it out. There's like 3,000 reviews on it, 3,000 stars on it, which is the reason why I bought it. I didn't buy it from, you know, one of those off sellers that only have like one review. I did buy it from off of Amazon. So if you are interested, you should purchase these. And that's basically it. Thank you guys for watching, and I appreciate you guys. Boy. Also just adding this in there because I'm gonna drop this somewhere in the video. Chewy sent my baby doggy a birthday card, and I think that is so cute because Apollo deserves the world, even though he is an asshole.